In this next video, I'm going to talk you through the missing piece of the puzzle, promotion execution. In traditional TPM software, once you finish planning your promotion, it's then up to you to manually export that and give it to your sales team, whether that's through documents, Excel files, or any other manual process. But what will typically happen is you then end up with stale static data because you manually have to give that to your teams. And then when the teams go to actually order those promotions or try and check compliance with those promotions, it's a manual process prone to human error and inherently slow and inaccurate. So what Aforza has done has created a new capability called promotion execution, which links your planning through to your field and sales teams so they can execute and manage their promotions accurately when it's time to capture orders. So what I'm looking at now is the Aforza sales application for a telesales agent. And they are just ringing one of their largest customers to ask if they're interested in placing a new order as it's time for them to restock again. So within this telesales interface, they can see a full product catalog of all the products this customer is eligible to purchase. They can click into the products and they can see details about it, along with resources, including those promotional brochures we were looking at earlier. And they can simply add products to the cart with a single click, just as you normally would during an online order capture experience. And that's one way of doing it. You can add your products one by one, and they inherently get their discounts and their commercial policies that are applicable to this customer. But we also have this promotions tab, and this is where it gets interesting because this is where we can see all of those promotions that were planned, that we saw in the calendar, and that we saw in the promotion designer. They're now available to you as a sales user to actually push that and configure that for your customer. So all of the promotions we display here are allowed to be sold to this particular customer. So using that segment-based targeting or using that account-based targeting, everything here we know is allowable to be sold to that customer. So we can see those VIP discounts and promotions that we were created earlier. So we know this customer is a VIP, they're getting these VIP discounts. If they weren't a VIP, these wouldn't even display. And what I can simply do is I can click into this promotion. And when I click the add button, it takes me through a new guided configuration process. So this is really easy to use as a sales user. This is the first time I've seen this promotion, and I can immediately see, okay, there's 4 different groups, and I need to get them all green to configure this promotion. So this first thing here is saying, hey, you need to display a piece of merchandise for this promotion to be valid and to be sold to this customer. So I can go and I could select, for instance, the gondola or the fridge, and as soon as I do that, I get a green. This promotion is now correctly configured, and there's a total price for the customer in the top right. But for instance, if I was to add another piece of merchandise in here, we now get an orange. It's telling us something's wrong, the promo price has disappeared, the valid button has disappeared, and we can no longer proceed. So at every step of the way, it's making sure this promotion is correctly configured, so it's impossible to make an error as a human, as a sales user. So let me go ahead and select that one piece. I've got these other groups then that I can expand or collapse, and I can see each of them has information about what I need to do. So this is the get 50% off soft drinks, and I can select as many products as I like here. So I can increase this to add my soft drinks to the cart, and I can see that 50% discount is being applied. So all of those tactics we were talking about in planning, they're automatically applied to the products here during execution time. And again, this differs from traditional systems because in traditional systems, all you know is what the promotion is supposed to be, and what the tactics are supposed to be. And typically, you'll have to do some sort of bill back, or you'll have to have some sort of manual process if you're doing an off-invoice order because the user has to configure it themselves. Whereas here, everything is taken care of for you. You cannot get it wrong. It's all automatically configured. And if you look right here at the bottom, we've got this 10% off selected beverages, which is that extra group I added in a previous video. And you can see that as soon as that group is added, it's now available for order capture as well during the execution time. So that's how you make your in-flight changes and have them reflected to your sales team immediately. So once I'm happy with that promotion, I could add it as is. Now, if I'm selling to a single outlet or point of sale, then this is typically what I would do. If I'm selling to a nationwide chain, then at this point, I could simply increase the quantity to the number of outlets we need to support, and you can see everything is multiplied as you'd expect. Of course, a nationwide chain could use this telesales order capture, They could do it through some sort of EDI integration, or it could be some other process where you're doing a joint business plan and agreeing. But at every step of the way, this configuration option is available to you to make sure that the sales user gets the exact right promotion configured. Now, once I'm happy with that, I can click Add Promotion, and I can add that directly to the cart, and it appears as a bundle here at the top, ready to be activated and sold to the customer. And when I do want to complete that order, I click Complete, and what this will do is it will actually create all those products, all those promotional SKUs as assets against the account, so it's ready for promotion compliance, which I'll show you in a little bit as well. So before I show you promotion compliance, though, I want to show you the mobile experience, because this is just one channel, and our promotional execution capability is omni-channel. So let me now swap over to a field user's view as they're using the mobile app in Aforza. So here we are in the Aforza retail execution application. And just like the telesales experience, we have the ability to do promotion execution from here. Now I can see here I've started a visit. I'm just about to check in at a location, and there's a number of tasks that I need to perform as part of this visit. These could be things like performing audits, doing surveys, doing merchandising tasks. But the one that I'm really interested for this demonstration is my capture order process. And when I click on that, it's going to take me through a full order capture experience, entirely on mobile and entirely offline. So everything I'm showing you here, including the pricing and the configuration of a promotion, is available while you're offline. So on the first page, I can see an overview of my product catalog. I can see the different categories I could sell. And just like before, I could click into one of these categories to see the product catalog. But in this case, I'm going to click on the current offers and promos. And this is going to take me through to the promotion catalog, where I can see all those same promotions that I just saw online in the telesales interface. So I get that exact same set of eligible promotions for this customer. I can see my VIP promotions. And again, if something changes about this customer, if they're not a VIP anymore, if something else changes, this set of promotions will change and it will update to reflect the new normal for this customer. Now, what I can do is I can click on the VIP display merchandise promotion, just like I did in telesales. And when I click the plus button, I get that exact same configuration screen that you saw before. So as a mobile user, I can now go through and add all of the products I need to add, and I get that green or that orange signifying that the promotion is correctly configured or not. And once I've confirmed my selections and added my additional discounted products to the cart, I can simply then add it to cart. And just like before, which you saw online, when I add it to cart, I can see it there at the top as a bundle, and I can go in and I can edit this if I needed to, or I could change it before completing the order. So really simple, really easy to use. As a field user who is just using the app for the first time, it's extremely easy to get to grips with, and it guides me through that entire process of making sure the customer has the right promotions for that product, they have the right merchandise, they're aware of all the conditions, all the content and marketing collateral is there at my fingertips so I need it. And it just gives me that peace of mind that I know everything's been configured correctly, and I can push it back to HQ within seconds so they can start improving and optimizing based on this information. So the last piece of the puzzle for promotion execution is the compliance. And the compliance is where you need to go back into a store and make sure they're actually complying and displaying that promotion correctly, the products are discounted correctly, the planograms are correct. So as a merchandiser, especially if I've sold to a nationwide chain, as a merchandiser, I need to go in and I need to make sure that actually the promotion we've sold them, they're keeping their end of the bargain. And typically, again, this is a manual process in traditional software, but because of our end-to-end platform and the fact that everything's connected, we have the visibility of what they've ordered, we have the visibility of the promotions they're running, and of course that means that using our merchandising applications, we can then go in and double check that they're complying with that promotion. So let me swap over now to our tablet-based view of the application and show you promotion compliance. So here we are on our tablet-based view of the retail execution application. I'm now looking at it from a merchandiser's perspective, and I can see that one of the tasks I have to do as part of this visit is check promotion compliance. So I'm going to go ahead and click check promotion compliance, and this is going to take me through a compliance audit. And when I do this, I get a view where I can easily check and see all the different promotions that this customer should be running. And I can make sure that they're either compliant or if they're not compliant, I can record what's wrong with them, which will help obviously with the claims process that we need to run. So I can go through and I can see that we previously sold this customer the branded fridge freezer and those different ice cream SKUs. I can choose whether they are fully compliant or if they're not compliant. I can choose the location that they're in and if they've been discounted or not. I can also scroll along and I can enter the shelf price. These are all completely configurable, so you choose as a business what information you need to capture. I can also add supporting photos and other documents if, for instance, the shelf is empty or if the promotions are in the wrong arrangement or the price is incorrect. And as I'm going through these, I can check them off my list so that I can be sure that I've covered all the different product SKUs that I should be for this promotion. And once I'm happy with that, I can go ahead and confirm the compliance and complete the audit. Now, this is really a critical piece of execution because if I don't have a real-time view as to what's happening in the field and how my promotions are actually being put in front of consumers, then I might as well be throwing away my promotional dollars. My budgets will go completely skewed and we're essentially wasting all of that time and effort on our promotions and we're going to get a poor ROI. So promotion execution is one of the most critical pieces of the solution. Being able to take a planned promotion and then ordering it through either telesales or offline mobile and making sure the customer knows exactly what they're buying, what the cost is, what they need to be doing. And then after the fact, going and actually making sure they're complying with it. And the real power behind all of this is because you're doing this all in the field or in telesales or e-commerce, and you're capturing this information in real time, it's able to be fed back into the promotion planning so that we can actually use that information to optimize and improve our promotions mid-flight. And I'll show that to you in the next video.